Now, around this time of year, the sky above Bristol would normally be filled with hot air balloons.
Well, here's some good news. It still will be. The annual Balloon Fiesta is taking place today, but with a slightly different form.
Let's speak to Ben Hardy now, who's in charge of running the event. Very good morning to you, Ben. Now, one thing I see straight away is many balloons behind you. How is today's event different from normal?
Well, normally here behind me at Ashton Court Estate, we'd have about 500,000 people visit us each year. Next weekend it would normally be. Obviously with the current COVID pandemic, we've not been able to do that, but we have this morning, under sort of top secret guise, if you like, we're launching just over 45 balloons behind me this morning. Just to say hello Bristol and to lift the city's spirits a little bit.
I love that you say it's top secret and we're seeing the shot from above. It's fairly visible, top secret event. And it looks, I mean, I know you say the numbers are down, but it always is an absolutely magnificent sight.
Yeah. I mean, I say top secret. It's top secret until this very morning, and obviously I'm now talking to you on live news. But yeah, it's a magnificent sight. We normally have about 150 balloons here. These guys are all local pilots, and they've really wanted to come together and just at least mark this year's event for us.
Tell us a little bit about how the sort of social distancing, any restrictions apply. I don't know, within the baskets, or how do they operate? Are there changes in that respect?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Civil Aviation Authority did stop ballooning for a time. Passengers now have to wear a mask. But we've also made sure here that if pilots aren't happy flying passengers, they have just been flying their own family and friends, if you like, within their own bubbles. So yeah, a bit of a mixture here this morning, but any passengers, they do have to put a mask on.
So when are they going to be taking off, and what's the plan? In fact, I think we can see from above some of them right now are just lifting off.
Yeah, we've got our first one lifted off just there, and the rest will be following quite quickly in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And we're tracking a sort of north-easterly wind this morning, so over towards Keynsham Bath way.
I mean, I suppose in some ways, normally you'd have quite big crowds, wouldn't you, watching the liftoff. But I suppose the upside, if you excuse the pun, of an event like this is that people from their own homes, as the balloons go overhead, will still be able to see them.
Yeah, I mean, we're asking Bristol this morning to go on their doorstep, go in their back garden, and hopefully see the sort of this magnificent sight that they're so used to, but sadly we can't bring in it all its full glory. But yeah, hopefully we're bringing the Balloon Fiesta to everyone's doorstep.
And I know that it normally, I mean, it, apart from anything else, because it draws crowds, it's a business as well, isn't it? There is business generated for local industries because of your event. So I guess some of that we'll be missing this year inevitably.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 350 traders that normally come to the event on this on the site behind me. But we're also well known for filling all the hotels, restaurants, bars and cafes in the city. So unfortunately we can't make that happen. Normally on a normal Fiesta year, we've estimated that the value of the event to the local economy is about £15 million. So a big loss, unfortunately, to the city, but hopefully this will just remind people across the world that Bristol's still a great place and we're the centre of ballooning in the UK.
And I'm looking at that shot from above, Ben, and I'm thinking the weather has been good for you today. It looks beautiful.
Yes. Well, it's sod's law, maybe you could say. We don't hold the event with public, and we've got an amazing morning for ballooning. Last year we did have quite a windy, wet event here in Ashton Court, but yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It's perfect conditions for us. We've just got a little bit of wind, but not too much, so absolutely fantastic.
All right, Ben, we can see the first of those balloons just drifting off into the distance, so we'll catch up with some of your pilots, I think, a little bit later on. It's a beautiful scene. Thank you. Good to speak to you this morning.